Shit, the fuck is wrong with you? Number 7, clean your car. If you're picking me up and I get in your car and your car smells, it's a done deal. I'm thinking your house is dirty, it stinks like your car, and I'm not coming over. Number 8, have protections. Magnum on deck if you can fit them. If we're getting in the mood and then you're like, oh, I don't got a condom, you ruin the mood. You go to the store, done. We don't want it no more. Number 9, keep some cash on you for valet or car decline. We never know. And number 10, put your phone on silent and put it away. Make her feel important for an hour and a half.
I love it.
And you know, the funny thing is that some people in my comment when I drop those videos, they're like, well, it's common sense. I'm like, you want to call it common sense, but I go out, I go on dates, and I'm seeing all those little steps, and I'm like, okay, failing. Okay, I'm good. I'm not coming over. So as much as common sense, a lot of people don't have it.
What do you think that comes with? Because you did have a clip that I wanted to load on insecurities, and I think that it all plays the same factor, because if you're not really tidy or taking care of the things around you, I think that's most of the time when you are dating men, how frequent they don't know that. Have you found that? Like, has a man ever asked you out and like his car was dirty, or he invited you over and his house stink?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How old is he?
He's like at least at the time, maybe 30, 32, something like that.
They
Yeah,
say
it's crazy. Like it looks like he lived in college. Like, you know, when you're on campus and your room is kind of whatever, that's how it looked.
Well, see, that's your job. They would say you're supposed to clean after him. You're supposed to submit.
Excuse me.
That's a trigger word. Submit.
I can submit, but I want you to be clean on your own. If I wasn't here, like, what would you do? No. Like, no, because your house not being clean to me, it means your body is not clean either. I can.
Yeah.
Probably one of my biggest like deal breaker or something, like bad hygiene. A lot of women say that bad hygiene is like
a deal breaker. So he could be like the most sweetest individual. Does money matter at all?
To me, no.
But money substitute his hygiene. Like if you had to just
no, there is no substitute. You can be rich and dirty. I'm not talking to you. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm supposed to have sex with you and you're dirty? No.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's no way around that. So in your video, you talked about certain things with men on what to do when it comes to Magnum and sex. So the insecurity, it would come from usually the men that don't have a larger penis to please, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that in the area, what could a man do if he doesn't have, because you know women always say, I want the big dick, I want the big,
but they lie. They lie. Women like the big dick, maybe the visual, but the when she gotta take it in every fucking day, it's not the business. Like,
what's big? Like
be fucked up.
What, like 8 inches?
8 is kind of, to me, 8 is already big. I think what I saw, was it 6 or something like that? Was like 6.
6 is supposed to be average.
Yes. So if 6 is average, 8, you're doing good. That's probably too much for me already.
Also, 10 is off the table.
Hey, I'll take 6. I don't need the big dick, because the thing with guys with like big dicks, they always feel like, well, I don't gotta do much. It's already big. It's gonna hit where it needs to hit. And I had a dude. He did crazy. Like, his dick was so big, and it would just go like a savage. And I don't know if it's because of me. You know, I'm 6 feet.
Yeah.
I'm kind of big. Like, I can take it. No, sir, I cannot take it. You need to relax and ease in, because you're hurting me. And if
I think that matters too, because I don't think especially the ones that they can't determine the pain sound. They think, oh, she's doing that because it feels good.
Loves it. No, I'm crying.
Right. But I was gonna say, so what if he don't have that problem? So what if he's like below 6 inches, right? But what could a man do with the smaller penis to attract beautiful women to stay around? Would it be the way he dresses, smells, all the other things? Or do you think that if she's still not sexually pleased, she may cheat on him.
Well, I think it depends on a bunch of stuff because it's like if he has everything else, like good looking, money, good job, he's nice, he's funny, all of the stuff that most women are looking for, sex might not be on the priority list for her. Like for me, I don't really care about sex like that. So if you have all of this and your sex game is like maybe a 4 out of 10, I'm okay with that. Because
Yeah.
I'm not like it's if everything equals to like 100%. Let's say him having a small dick and not really being good makes him a 80%. I'm gonna take a 80% man before I go deal with the dude with the big dick with low hygiene,
Yeah.
no money, who is mean to me, all of this. No, because at the end of the day, the second dude I described is maybe like what, a 60-50. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with the dude that's a 50 just because he got a big dick and sex is great, instead of taking the great man who might be lacking on some, sex area. He's a 80. I'm taking the 80. That's no brainer to me.
So when you date, do you have like a preference when it comes to looks, race, height? Because you are 6 feet, so I would suppose you wouldn't prefer nobody taller.
Well,
Shorter.
Shorter. Okay, so obviously my preference is gonna be a taller guy, but I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate in race, but usually the people who approach me are Black. Like white people don't come. Never got approached by an Asian dude, Indian, all them shit. They don't come to me. But yeah. So my preference would be 6 feet and above, Black, because I guess that's what I'm used to. And that's it. But I don't discriminate. I dated a guy, he was 5'5", and we stayed together for a cool 3 years, I think. Yeah, 5'5".
That wasn't awkward.
It was a little awkward in the beginning because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shallow. I like how we look together.
Yeah.
So sometimes I wear heels. I'm not big on heels, but sometimes I want to look cute and a little more feminine. So I would wear my heels, and I had to put something in my head to make me feel like when people look at us, which is dumb because who cares when people look at us and what they think? But it does make us feel good when we go out and people look at us and they're like, damn, that's a beautiful couple. So in my head, what I put to make me feel better when we went out was, well, people would think she's beautiful, he's short, he must have something going on.
Yep.
She's with him. So now all of a sudden he's important too. And that's how I made it in my head. And then eventually I didn't care. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah,
he's nice. He was funny. He had like a really good personality. Because even when I met him, I wasn't attracted to him. My friend took me to a barbecue that was at his house, and then he was talking to me. He was looking at me, and I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "You're beautiful." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then eventually he lived not too far from me, so we started going out, and it was just a great time, and we ended up dating. So for sure, first take, I was like, no. But I wasn't even saying no, actually. I was just not seeing it. I wasn't going there in my mind. And then when he approached me and I was like, oh, why not try? Shit. Because them tall dudes would be treating me bad. So I was like, let's try a short one. Maybe they're nicer.
Well, there's something called short man complex.
I heard.
So those are usually the angrier ones.
Oh, he wasn't angry. Like never yelled, never.
That's the stereotype.
Yeah, that wasn't him. Maybe I felt like at some point some of his insecurities came out, but I don't want to put that on him. Maybe I was doing shit that made him feel a little insecure. So yeah, he was great for the time we were together.
I think that's big of you because a lot of men would get intimidated if the woman is taller or things like that. Have you ever intimidated men for dating because you were taller or because you were more popular, or like other men find you attractive so it makes them a little insecure?
Well, I only have one guy who came and told me, I'm a little intimidated by you. And he was kind of like on the fence with dating me because he was like, I don't know if I can handle. I'm like, but I'm super nice, like, because I really liked him. So I was like, no, don't be intimidated. I'm nice. I'm gonna be good to you, pretty much
Yeah.
begging, date me, And he was just like, no, but to me it's weird. And he was saying that he's not used to date girls who have their own shit going on, their own money, that are pretty and that are nice. So he was just like, kind of like out of his comfort zone. And the funny thing is, like, he had so much money, he was good looking. And I was like, how? But he was used to date girls that were not that pretty and didn't have anything going on, like no money, no nothing. So I think, in his mind, I was like, she's going to be with me for what I can provide.
Mm-hmm.
With me, I guess he didn't have that feeling of like, well, she don't need me financially. She's attractive. He didn't feel that sense of security. So
yeah, I think that does come with it, because there can be a sense of insecurity, because even if men say, I want a woman that's like this, that comes with a responsibility enough to handle it. Do you think that sometimes there's a such thing as too many options? Like, would you say I'm a woman that has too many options?
No, like no. I mean, if you want to call options the people who are in my DM with crazy pictures, and
yeah, for sure,
not options, because to me, an option is really somebody that you would consider dating.
Mm-hmm.
I have 100 people in my DMs that look crazy, that I'm like, you kind of look creepy a little bit. I'm good. Those are not options. Options are men that I would go for, and those are rare. There is not that many in my DMs.
Or men that would actually not want to waste your time, like actually have good intentions and things like that. So, Gilbert Arenas.
Oh. Yes.
I do just want to play this, and I just want to.
Remember, like.
You too.
I didn't look in the camera.
Liar, I see you.
Oh, it's still my luck. It's still luck.
You're a fucking liar. You know how to do the spin.
What?
You
I
know
just
how
watched
to do
him.
the fucking spin. He's lying.
No, I just watched him.
Liar.
He like did the thing. Oh man. Hey. All y'all that bet that Melli was is mine. Huh? All the things I'm gonna do in that night.
Can you come and play?
Swimming.
Why are you swimming?
You want that drink now? There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. I lose to no female, and no. Look at her. Look at her face.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my call back. Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Let me go ahead and. I've never had a Porsche, y'all. Hey. Get your fucking eyes off the Porsche. You see her face?
I can't believe this shit.
This is hilarious.
You need help.
Take them angel numbers again. 333 miles. Look, you did 777. It was on you.
I know, right?
You need help to start the car?
How you start the fucking car? Hey, how do you?
You don't know how to start the car? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't drive.
Right there. There's a little thing that looks like a key. Right here.
Oh, I knew that. You want to say bye?
No, I'm gonna see it again.
You standing out here like I'm gonna be like, oh, psych. She said it out here like I'm gonna say psych. You got me fucked up. Oh man.
You're really gonna take it?
Huh?
You're really gonna take my car?
Yes. Oh, you thought I bet $1 million not to take it? This is bragging rights for the streets. This is man shit.
So
why you did that to me? Why you're showing me this again? You make me relive it.
Okay. Did you get your car back?
Mm-hmm. It's been about, I think he took it around my birthday, which was January 5th. So I think it's about a month that I've been carless.
Why would you bet your car?
Because do you know what I was gonna win if I won?
$1 million, yes.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna win. This motherfucker is old. He got bad knees. I was like, he cannot win in every game. You know, I think my best chance was tennis, and I don't know why I felt lazy that day. Didn't run. I could have won in tennis, but bowling. Then you see he was cheating because he's a pro. He does like competitions and stuff. So I'm like, this motherfucker stay cheating. He stays cheating. So yeah.
So since you've been, but you can get someone else to buy you a car.
No, like nobody ever bought me a car. Like that would be crazy shit.
Melli, there are men that are buying Ducks cars. I know somebody will buy you a car.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but I've never had men coming at me telling me, hey, let me buy you a car. Like never. And then if the man comes and tell me that, I'm probably gonna say no, because what are you expecting in return? Like
so okay.
So I'm selling pussy to get a car now. No. No.
I get it. Okay, so if you don't mind, how old are you?
I don't say my age.
Okay, well, you look like you're younger than 35.
Okay.
Okay. So I just would imagine, one may presume, for your age, you had to experience somebody in your life that loves you enough. Their intentions would be pure to buy you a car.
Yeah, but I always
or do things for you.
I always had my shit. Like I came to America, I worked in restaurants illegally. I didn't have papers. I found a way asking people, let me work all day long, every day, working 7 days a week at Ruby Tuesday. I used to live in DC, so at Ruby Tuesday. Then got fired, started working next door, another restaurant. And then I just been working in restaurant, and that's how I made my money. Then I moved to Atlanta. I worked in clubs. So that was better money, like faster money, working only three days a week, making way more than in restaurants. So I always had money in a way. So and my first car that I bought here was a BMW. Then I bought an M5. Then I bought a Porsche. And then the one I just lost was my second Porsche. So a man that comes to my life is never going to be like, let me buy you a car, because my car is already good. So nobody ever offered to buy me a car, ever.
Well, you model, right?
No.
You don't model?
Mm-mm.
You should. Why haven't you model? You look like a model. I thought you did.
I'm a little bit, not big, like fat, but I'm not model, skinny, and stuff like that. Mm-mm.
No, but look at the models now. You have some of them short. I just would imagine. So then now I'm curious, because there's a lot of like looking at you, or your profile, you would seem like you were a model, like you just been maybe toured a lot. So in one's head, it's like, I know she has people around her that have just been fonding to marry her and be with her and have babies. Do you think about babies?
Yeah, I want babies. I said I'm gonna get some soon, like this year, next year, I don't know. I need a boyfriend first, but I said, because I'm not gonna be the girl that's like, oh, I'm gonna have a baby by any means with like either somebody I don't like or by myself. I would have no kids if I'm by myself, and I'll be fine with that. So I'm hoping somebody is coming my way this year or next year, and I can be pregnant and have a baby in 2025.
Okay, give it to me. So what he wants to be a father. So can he have kids?
I mean, depending on how old he is, I'm gonna have to deal with a man with kids. Before, I was like, I don't want. My preference is a man with no kids, but I'm flexible because we gotta be realistic. If I want a man that's established, that has a good life, he probably already has kids in his 30s or late 20s. I know probably has kids.
Would you be with someone in their late 20s?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so people listening.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will do. Okay, so he can have, like you said, 6 inches is not bad.
Mhm.
Okay, let's say job wise, what's his pay range? Would you like prefer an entrepreneur or like a regular guy who has a 9 to 5?
Yeah, actually, I don't really have a preference. I know a lot of people are like, well, if you're an entrepreneur, you kind of want an entrepreneur to be able to understand your lifestyle or whatever. I don't care. Go to work 9 to 5. I'm cool with that. Bring some money home and we're good. But how much money? Because I make decent money. So if he makes like 60, I think we're cool. But in a way, like I'm never checking my man's pockets. Like if we live together, we split the rent. As long as you can pay for your half of the rent, I don't have an issue. As long as you can pay when we go out on dates, which is not always him paying. But as long as we can do stuff, I'm cool. And my lifestyle is not crazy. Yeah, maybe I had a Porsche, but I don't know. My bills a month are maybe 3,000. So I'm not the one that's gonna go and splurge and do the crazy stuff.
That's decent.
What did you say?
I said that's decent. $3,000 a month of expenses and stuff.
Yeah. So if I meet a guy that makes like, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000. I don't know if that do the math for the 60 that I just said. But even 3,000, if we split the rent, like we still have money leftovers and stuff. Like I think people put way too much emphasis on money, and they don't like the person. If I like you, I do not care really how much you make, as long as I feel like you're ambitious and that you're trying to better yourself if you're in a bad situation, kind of. But I don't know. I've been with a guy, he didn't really have a solution, like a good situation. And the job he was doing, they were not paying him enough. And he believed in YouTube. And that was before I was on YouTube. That's when I was bartending and stuff. I told him, okay, how much you think you can make on YouTube a month? He's like, starting probably 10,000 a month. I was like, okay, quit your job. Quit your job. He was like, well, but it might take some time. And I'm like, well, but it's going to take longer if you're still at your job and then you come home trying to do YouTube. That's not going to be it. YouTube, if you really want to make money on YouTube, it's really a full-time job. And I was telling him, okay, just quit. He's like, how am I going to pay the bills? I'm like, I'm here. I can pay. Like, I make at the time at the club, I was probably making, I don't know, 3,000 maybe a night, not a night, a weekend. Let's say it's free, like Saturday, Sunday. I could make maybe 3,000.
And it could support him too. So if he believes in what he's doing,
So I was like, if you believe in YouTube, try YouTube for 6 months, and then we'll see again. Went to his job, quit his job. Now he has 2 million subscribers on YouTube. So what he was saying was the truth, and then he put me on YouTube. It was like, you need to start your own shit, and then I started, and my shit was good. So
I think you kind of got somebody who kind of invested into you, saw some things. Well, you did. You kind of gave him a push, but I would say things like that. So in those situations where a man could put you in positions, you kind of sound like you prioritize the character of how he would. And I agree with that. So would teeth matter? Like, with the way that he looks when he has to, because you said hygiene, but you can have good hygiene, but you just have very bad crooked teeth, or
okay, they're crooked or there is plaque.
Crooked. Let's say crooked.
Oh, okay.
He's missing like a side tooth chip, maybe.
It's so funny because you're telling me stories that I've been through. I dated this dude. He had bad teeth, but he had money. And I was like, why you don't fix your teeth? He's like, I don't know what to do. called the dentist, made an appointment, he got Invisalign. Now his teeth are perfect for another bitch. So
The fixer-upper. The fixer-upper
I know,
sometimes.
right? It's so
Yeah.
annoying. I'm like, why I do all of this? And then it's for somebody else to enjoy it. But that's how it is, I think, for every relationship. Hopefully people get better during the relationship, and they're better for somebody else when the relationship is over, you know?
That's the hard part, because it's like you kind of molded this person to be good for someone else. So
Hey,
would you?
but in
before-
that case, that guy wanted to be with that other girl. It wasn't me who left him. He was like, I want to go back to my ex, and he went back.
let me got some super chats. Let me just say, what's up, Matthew? He says, love the hard work. Look, you support this woman, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Shout out
Matthew.
to Sean. He says, I have a rich sweatsuit or jacket. Oh, he's looking for a sponsor. Okay, he's gonna send you some stuff if you sponsor the show. Thank you guys. But also, so I do want to get into this. So when a lot of men, you said they come to you for advice. A man who typically, because what we hear now is a lot of men who come from homes where they didn't have mothers or they didn't have certain things. So they have a lot of feminine qualities or qualities where they don't know how to dominate in a relationship. What advice would you give to those men who pretty much did not have a male demonstration and they have to kind of learn from women turning them down? What's like your go-to advice for them?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I feel like everything is rooted in confidence. And I feel like if you're confident in who you are and how you present yourself, people are just going to be attracted to you, like, regardless. So for you to be, I just feel like if you're a man, you're masculine. Like that's, I mean, okay, let me not talk crazy. Besides, if you're gay, but I'm gonna say it. If you're gay and you're the feminine gay, then that's your choice. That's how you are. I don't fucking know how that works. But I feel like, this society wants to always say, oh, a lot of men are feminine and this and that. I just feel like a lot of men are complaining and comparing themselves to women. And, oh, well, why she can take me on a date? Well, that's not really how it is. Not saying it's impossible. But why are you looking for that? And that's where I have the problem with a lot of men. Why you compare yourself to a woman? We're not the same. We don't have the same roles. And stop doing that.
Yeah.
So I feel like for men who didn't have like the male figure in their family or around, I would hope now you get a circle of manly men, I guess, to help you and guide you, or get a mentor or maybe an uncle, somebody. You need a man in your life. And that's why, I was telling you, I'm not going to have a baby by myself, because I know the importance of a man being around our child, because I'm feminine. I mean, I can be a little masculine because I have to, but because you gotta handle your shit when you're alone. But when there is a man, I'm perfectly fine. I don't want to do nothing. If you don't want me to work, I don't work. There is no issue for me to switch it when I can. So get a manly man in your life if you didn't have that when you were growing up as a boy.
You feel the same for women, because that's pretty much like the argument where women feel like, men are saying these women are masculine. They don't really want to do what you just said. They don't want to be cooperative or do these things. And sometimes it comes from women saying, those men aren't dominant. They aren't masculine. Would you say it's the same for women? Like, what advice would you give to a woman on how to be more feminine with a man that she can't, what I'm saying, that's unfamiliar to her? Because most of the time, if you see all the liberal stuff is more pushed towards pro women, women are this. Even the Barbie movie kind of was like Ken was too masculine. Everything is, they need to be softer, but that's not really where masculinity is. So what would you say for women? Like, if women have a hard time in those areas being soft, because you said you think men are automatically masculine. Do you think women are automatically feminine?
I mean, I know it's not really reality, but I feel like with our genes, we are feminine. It's just what happened during our life that made us a little masculine, because I know I am masculine sometimes. And then when I have a dude, I know I have to tone it down, because he's like, yo, I'm not here to date a man. I'm here to date a woman. So sometimes I shut the fuck up when I do want to express myself and be like, oh, all right, no, it's not attractive to a man. So for women that have been masculine because of their life, having maybe dudes did them wrong, or
Mhm.
they have to take care of their kids and they gotta go work crazy and and be the dad in a way if the dad is
Yeah.
not in the life of the kid. I would say when you meet somebody, just relax. Like, relax. You don't have to be tough. Just relax. And I'm not saying let him do whatever to you, but just relax. You don't have to have your guard up all the time. Like, every man is not bad. Every man is not after you to take you down or just fuck you. And then if that's what you think of the men you're going out with, maybe you're the one picking wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know. I don't think I've seen a lot of men who wanted to just fuck me. That the one I went out with, I never had that issue. Let's say we did fuck, they still come around, they still maybe want a relationship afterwards or something. So I think it's in the mindset. Yes, we have to be
It
strong
is.
sometimes, but when there is a man that comes to your life, relax. Relax. He's gonna take care of this.
Yeah,
That
I think that comes with it, and think that comes with trying to control every aspect of stuff when it's happened. Because most of the time, people they put on what they want to be accepted. So if you're in this sense of people pleasing, or I'm just trying to be pleasing, you're not really actually setting a standard to get what you need out of that person, or a boundary. So what are some boundaries that you feel like he can just like? It could be going well, but this is a boundary here. If he crosses it, it's over. Because for some people, it's simple, small, little pet peeves. For some people, it's bigger. So what would be yours?
Ooh. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't get boundaries. But no, like, okay, so I mean, disrespecting my mom, maybe, like
Good one.
calling my mom a bitch, calling me a bitch. But those never happen. That's why to me they're not really boundaries, because I don't have to set those. Guys just don't disrespect me like that.
So you're pretty much that's actually that's a good thing in a sense, because that means that any little thing in between that may seem difficult that most women may 86 him about, you're willing to work past those things and
Yeah.
actually have a you're gonna get your husband. Oh, would you before you said you want to have babies, so you're gonna have your husband first.
So I'm not so much like set on a marriage.
Oh,
So
okay.
so yeah, it's cool to have the title, I guess. I'm the wife. But a bunch of wives that are treated really poorly, so I can care
Yeah.
less about that. But I mean, if he's into getting married, I'll get married. If that's not what he's into, I don't need that. As long as we're together after I have the kid.